beautiful world. My name is PrincessKatey. Welcome to my channel. If you're clicking on this video, it's probably because one of your cats was just diagnosed with diabetes. I want to say I'm so sorry for what you're going through, but I also want to say thank you for watching my video because I'm going to teach you how to become a master of your cat's diabetes. I'm going to teach you how to do this because it's very overwhelming. So first of all, what is diabetes mellitus? Type 2. Type 1 means you were born without the pancreas ever making insulin. Type 2 means through time, through diet, through not exercising, through gaining weight, the cells in the pancreas become resistant to insulin. So basically, diabetes mellitus is a decreased production of insulin. When that happens, the glucose that we consume through our food aren't able to absorb into the cells. The insulin allows the glucose to go into the cells. When there's no insulin, the glucose can't get in, so you have all this free glucose floating around. Glucose is any sugar and any carbohydrates that we or our cats consume. And when there's too much sugar floating around and not getting into the cells, providing us with energy, then you get the symptoms of diabetes. So what symptoms did you see your cat having to bring you to the vet? For Lounarian, he was drinking out of control. He doesn't drink that much. He was non-stop at the bowl drinking. And then he was non-stop in the box peeing. I mean, just peeing night and day. It only took a couple days of these symptoms for me to be like, hey, that seems like diabetes. I'm a nurse, and those are the same exact signs in a human being. So increased thirst or polydipsia, increased urination or polyuria, and increased hunger or polyphagia. Those are all things you see in humans and cats. So when you saw those signs and symptoms, you brought your cat to the vet, and your vet took a blood glucose, probably a whole panel of tests, maybe a fructosamine, maybe check the ketones, and it shows that the blood sugar was elevated. So what is the range for a normal cat blood sugar? So without diabetes, the normal range, and I call it a range because depending on what lab it is, the numbers can be different. So my range, I say, is 70 to 130. That's the range. And my cat, Lounarian, where are you at, boy? He was at over 400 when I brought him to the vet. So he definitely had diabetes. The next day I got a phone call. It was confirmed, and they said, we're going to start your cat on insulin. Oh my God. Insulin, that's crazy. I have to check my cat's blood sugar and stick needles in him. Super overwhelming, and I thought, I'm a nurse. I do this every day. Why is it so different for my cat? And then I thought about all the people, you guys out there, who don't have a medical background, who are like, whoa, I have to learn how to stick needles inside my cat. So I'm going to teach you guys all that I know about drawing up insulin, checking a blood sugar, and I hope that I can make this quite easy for you, and continue watching so you can see how we draw up insulin and inject for our cat. Okay, so you've just been told you have to start insulin on your cat. That's crazy. So, the first thing that I'm going to teach you to get your cat in remission, to get rid of his diabetes or her diabetes, is it's very important to feed your cat 12 hours apart. Only 2 meals, 12 hours apart. So Lounarian had an open bowl policy in the beginning. He was allowed to eat whatever he wanted. I measured it up just like the bag said, 1 cup a day. That was still too much. Lounarian was 20 pounds when he was diagnosed with diabetes, and his sugar was well over 400. So what I did was I switched him from the kibble, the dry kibble, which is full of carbohydrates, to a wet meat that was full of more protein. The key to this again is feeding only twice a day, once in the morning and once at night. Now in the beginning when you're giving insulin, this is very important and it's very key because you want to inject the dose of insulin right after your animal has eaten. So good times to think 12 hours apart, maybe 7A and 7P or 8A and 8P, and it's okay if you inject an hour before, an hour after, because come on, we're busy and we're taking care of a sick cat at this moment. The insulin that was chosen by my vet for Lounarian was Lantus. To be honest, I threw the bottle out because I didn't want to see it anymore. I didn't want to think about him having it. Once he went into remission, I was done. So, very important, you want to check your cat's blood sugar beforehand. This is super important. I have bought the Alpha Track 2. I got this on Amazon, and it comes with the prickers, the little lancets to prick his ear, and it came with the test strips and the glucometer. And this is special for cats. There's a code to make it for either cats or dogs, so that's what I got to do it. And then, of course, I had to go and get the insulin from the vet. Since I have thrown it out, I have created my own bottle of insulin. I have just written Lantus U100 insulin on that. I made it up. It's a vanilla extract bottle. And then we also have our syringe. So I'm going to take everything out and put it on a white background so it's just easier for everyone to see it and looks a little neater. Alright, so I just want to go over the parts of a needle right now. Get this into focus. So we have the cap, we have the barrel, and then we have the plunger. Take off the cap, you can see the needle. Some of these have like a back cap. You just pull it off. And once again, you can see the needle, the plunger, and the barrel. So you take your bottle of insulin, depending on what your vet says is going to be your dose. And something very important while picking out your syringe, the pharmacist will usually help you, but something really important to remember is that you make sure that you get needles that are compatible with the type of insulin you're using. So I don't know if you can see this, but these are U100 syringes, and you want to make sure it's compatible with the U100 insulin. So Lantus, this one is a U100. This is the vial. I made my own vial up, like I said, and there's like a little permeable membrane, a little rubber stopper right here. That's what you're going to stick the needle through. So, Lounarian's dose was 2 units. And what you would do is draw back your needle to the second line. You can see that second line. Then what I like to do is take the insulin, you go straight down into the container. Whoa, sorry. The rubber stoppers usually hold the needle better, so I'll just hold this as best I can. I also put green dye in here. I put green dye in here so you guys can see it. Boy, this is a joke. This is a joke, I'm sorry. Puncture the top. Invert the bottle. Drawing up the insulin. I dyed it green so you guys could see it better. You want to draw back more than you need, and then push it up to the second line. I'm gonna drip stuff all over, so I'm trying to not do it. I put green dye in it so you guys could see it. This is 2 units. You want to make sure you're doing it right because insulin's a big deal to be giving to your cat. The next thing you want to do is go between your cat's shoulder blades, and what I like to do is just pinch the skin and pull it up, and it literally makes a tent. Pinch the skin and pull it up. Hopefully you guys can find other videos that show you that so much better. And you just put it right in the middle of that spot and inject fully, wait 2 seconds, and then pull it out. If you don't have a sharps container, you can put the needle in like a water bottle, and the next time you go to get blood work, you can drop these off to the vet. So, I wanted to show you like a money rundown, basically of how much it cost me for Lou's diabetes. I just got green dye on that, sorry. Okay. So the total, just for bringing him to the vet, was $361.96. That included the feline health screen, the office visit, the comprehensive feline screen with the urinalysis, the CBC, the SuperChem, T4 test, and they gave him an antibiotic just in case because, like I said, he was peeing like crazy. We didn't know why. Hey guys, I just wanted to give you an exact idea of what it cost for the startup of Lounarian's diabetes. So like I said in part of the last clip, it was $361.96. And then the Lantus. It was $318 at Walmart, $300 at Walgreens, and $298 at CVS. You can go to Lantus.com and get a vial for $99. That's the best deal I found. Doesn't matter if it's for a human or for a cat. Lantus.com, $99. The syringes were $30. I got them through the pharmacy. The Alpha Track was $52. I got that on Amazon. And his Hills prescription diet is $89 a month. That's 2 cans a day. So that's 60 cans a month. And I'm going to say Chewy is the best deal. I can get my whole month's supply from Chewy for $84.75. But remember, add in, there's no gas or energy spent driving. So that is a huge saving. So in total, for startup for my baby, my Lounarian, with the vet and the meds plus the supplies, it was $631.96. I don't know about you, but that is crazy. It's very expensive. So instead of paying month after month for supplies, that's more insulin, that's more of your test strips, which are expensive, just get your cat into remission. Put your cat on a strict diet. It's gonna be hard. They're gonna be yamming and meowing for food. Keep it 12 hours apart. Remember to test their blood sugar first. You prick their ear or their paw, take a small sample of blood, and get the reading to know if it's safe to inject. You draw up the prescribed dose that you're told to draw in from your doctor. You inject right after the cat has eaten most of his meal. So once you inject, what are the signs and symptoms of low blood sugar or hypoglycemia? You want to look for weakness, the cat acting blind, the cat acting drunk or having a loss of balance when he walks, any twitching or shaking or seizures. If you see this, this is a medical emergency. Low blood sugar in a cat is very dangerous and can be deadly. It could kill your cat. So if you see these signs and symptoms after you've injected with insulin, if your cat is conscious and can eat, you want to feed him and not give any more insulin. If your cat is unconscious, you want to put some Caro syrup or maple syrup in their gum and bring them straight to a vet. Even if you see this and they're able to eat, you still need to bring your cat to a vet. It's very, very important because low blood sugar is just so deadly. So like I said before, I got him cured in 2 months. So I didn't say this before, but it's the title of the video. 2 weeks, excuse me. In 2 weeks, I got him totally free of diabetes. He went back for his checkup and it was so amazing. His sugar diabetes was gone. So I hope this video helped you. I want to thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please hit those like buttons. And if you want to watch me grow, this is only my first video about animals, my second YouTube video ever, please subscribe. Thank you so much.